A wild night last night in college basketball. The carnage in Kansas, the action at Allen. KU was going for the KO with the Jayhawks dribbling out the clock, up 22 late in the game. De Sousa was stripped by Gordon near midcourt, and Gordon tried to go in for the layup. Then the Jayhawks big man recovers, blocks the shot, sends the Wildcat freshman to the floor, and then he gets a technical foul for taunting. He's standing over him, he's giving him the business, and that's when it all went down.
And a block to finish. And De Sousa blocks it, and now the bench is empty. Just unnecessary.
Yep. That's not good. This is bad.
Oh, this is bad.
This is
no good. Oh, this is terrible.
There are going to be ramifications for this going forward.
And it's just no point to it.
So yeah, my first thought is at least it was longer than the Conor McGregor Cowboy fight. No, but that was ugly last night. It could have gotten much worse. It could have gotten much worse if De Sousa connected with that chair. You've seen the pictures. Look at these shots of De Sousa. He's got a chair that he's trying to do work with. Look at this guy right here. I love this guy. He's like, I'm going to stop this chair shot with my 92-year-old left hand. That's going to do something. Or just look at this poor lady right here. She's down here screaming like Patrick Mahomes' girlfriend. I mean, could you imagine if De Sousa connected with that chair shot right there? If he connects with that chair shot, he's not worried about playing basketball again. He's worried about being a free man again. This guy would have been locked up. He could have faced criminal charges if that had connected. I mean, Silvio De Sousa is lucky. If they don't get that chair from him, this is how it goes down last night. I mean, just look at this alternate angle here. First, you got this guy, looks like a Kansas player that's not playing. He's in street clothes. Looks like Shock G from Digital Underground. He comes in, rocking the skinny jeans. He's ready to throw down. Then all of a sudden, some guy in a suit's like a coach. He's like, no! He blocks it off. All of a sudden, skinny jeans guy's shoe falls off. Then it escalates into the stands. Then this lady's screaming like Patrick Mahomes' girlfriend. She's just losing her mind here. It's just going down. And then you've got number 20 for Kansas. He's like, no, please don't fight. I don't want to fight. Come on. And then you've got the male cheerleaders for Kansas. They're holding back the security guard that looks like it's in SWAT gear. Why did the Kansas male cheerleaders do a better job stopping the fight than the security guards last night? All the while, the Kansas band is still playing the fight song. They're like, oh, that's why you call them fight songs. So you can provide the soundtrack to these brawls right here. Hey, they should have stopped playing the Kansas fight song. They should have started playing some Godsmack. They should have played some Eminem's Till I Collapse, some Bone Crusher, some DMX, do some Ludacris's Move, Blood, Get Out the Way. Because, hey, last night was a serious scuffle last night in Kansas. Here's Bill Self talking about the melee.
Obviously, there was a role that was played by our players, but I got to watch the tape and see all the angles and all that stuff to know to the extent of it. But I know that we were in the wrong. I'm not saying that both parties weren't in the wrong, but I know that we were in the wrong.
I mean, hey, Bill Self said he needs to see the alternate angles of the fight. Well, hey, Bill, I know a guy. Head over to the Get More Sports YouTube channel if you want all the alternate angles of what went down last night. And then Kansas State head coach Bruce Weber, here's what he had to say about the fight.
Disappointed, frustrated, played, you don't want to take that fire out of their belly, but at the same time, you got to handle it right, and it created a bad thing. But again, credit to Kansas. They kicked our butts.
I mean, Bruce Weber, I don't think tonight was the night to say your team got their butts kicked. I might have chose a different set of words there. Well, today, just this morning, Silvio De Sousa has been suspended indefinitely by Kansas for his role in last night's altercation. The school did not reveal a specific length of De Sousa's suspension or additional punishment for any of the other players, citing its joint review with the Big 12 is still ongoing. Kansas head coach Bill Self said in a statement, I have suspended Silvio De Sousa indefinitely pending the final outcome of the review by KU and the Big 12 Conference. As I said last night, we are disappointed in his actions, and there's no place in the game for that behavior. So really it's just sad because Kansas, they're ranked 3rd in the country. They're one of the powerhouses, one of the blue bloods in college basketball. Silvio De Sousa, he was not projected to go in the NBA draft in the 1st or 2nd rounds. He was a former 4-star recruit, but hey, at 6'9", definitely could get a look in the G League, definitely could play in Europe. Now the question is, one, should he be suspended for the rest of the season? Now look, if this happens in the 1st or 2nd game of the year, I say maybe he gets a 20, 30 game suspension, but considering how late in the season this occurred, it looks like his year is going to be done. Now look, he was averaging a little over 2 points per game, a little over 2 boards per game, but for Kansas, you want that depth. You know he provides that toughness clearly from what we saw last night. Kansas is still going to be okay. They're still going to be contending for the national championship this year, but really, if they don't win the title, this is going to be what you're going to remember from this year from the Kansas Jayhawks. Now look, we've seen worse brawls in basketball. The malice of the palace goes without saying, but the Ohio State-Minnesota brawl from 1972, that one made last night's look like they were playing patty cake, okay? So the Jayhawks are going to be fine with or without De Sousa. No real juggernauts this year in college basketball. So without De Sousa, KU won't be KO'd. Thanks for watching the Get More Sports YouTube channel. My name is Doug McCain. You can follow me at DMac_LA. And for all the hottest sports content in the game, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button, and most importantly, give me all your takes right down below in the comments section. I want all your takes right down below in the comments section. And for all the hottest and latest sports news, head over to GetMoreSports.com.